Hi there, this is going to be a video on how to do a triangle scale. And we are going to do the G scale. Hopefully you are familiar with the terms 4/4 scale, 5/3, and 6/2. But just in case if you're not, here's my middle G. Okay, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Across the bridge and down, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a 4/4 scale because you're playing 4 on one side of the treble bridge and 4 on the other side. A 5/3 scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See how you're one above a marked bridge? You're going to go over to one above a marked bridge and get 6, 7, and 8. Okay? Then on your 6/2 scale, you're going to play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See how you're one below a marked bridge? You're going to come across to one below a marked bridge to get your 7 and 8. So in the triangle scale, we are going to use the 6/2 scale. So we're going to play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. Okay, and then we're going to bring it back down. The premise behind the triangle scale is that we are going to treat our scale as a melody, and we are going to accompany our melody with triangle chords. In the key of G, if you use the 1-4-5 method, G is the 1 chord, A, B, C is the 4 chord, I did this backwards, and D is the 5 chord. So we're only going to be using 3 chords, G, C, and D. And each one of these notes of the melody or notes of the scale will need to be accompanied by one of those 3 chords. So we're going to first do it by note name, and then I'm going to go back and do it by pattern for those of you who are non-music readers. So we're going to start out, all of these triangles are going to be played right, left, right, left. So we're going to have 3 notes over here and 1 over here. When we get over to this side, we're going to have 3 notes over here and 1 over here. Okay? So our first, it stands to reason that if we're playing a G scale, chances are the G note is going to be accompanied with the G chord. So what makes up a G chord? G, D, G, B, D. Okay, so we're going to play G, D, B, D. Right, left, right, left. The next note of our melody, or the next note of our scale, is A. Of the 3 chords that we mentioned, A is only in the D chord. So we're going to use the D chord. And that's going to be 1 above, 1 below, 1 above. The notes are A, F sharp, D, F sharp, A. So far we've got this. Okay, the next note of our scale is B, and B is in the G chord. So we're going to use another G chord, B, G, and D. The next note of our scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, is C. And of the 3 chords that we're using, C is only in the C scale. So that's what we're going to use. Marked bridge, 1 below, C, G, E. The next note of our scale is D. D is common to the G chord and the D chord. But in order to keep our same pattern, we would need an F sharp over here in order to play a D chord. So we're going to choose to play the G chord. And the notes are going to be D and G. I'm sorry, D and B and G. The next note of the scale is E. E, out of the 3 chords that we are using, is only in the C chord. So we're going to play E, C, G. Then we're going to come across to get 7 and 8. Our 7 is F sharp, And of the 3 chords that we're using, F sharp is only in the D chord. So we're going to play a D chord, F sharp and D and A. And the last note of our scale, or the last note of our melody, is G. So we're going to use another G chord. So here's what we've got. A G with a G chord, an A with a D chord, a B with a G chord, a C with a C chord, a D with a G chord, an E with a C chord, across the bridge, F sharp with a D chord, and G with a G chord. So let's go back and talk about patterns. First pattern that I want you to know is marked bridge, 1 below. And we're going to use that 3 times in our scale, okay? The first time is with our G. The second time is with our C. And the third time is when we come across the bridge and get our high G. So that pattern is used 3 times in our scale, 1, 2, and 3. The next pattern that I want you to know is 1 above, 1 below, and 1 above. Okay, in this case, that's our D scale, or our D chord rather, sorry. We're also going to use 1 here, the same pattern, 1 above, 1 below, 1 above on our G chord. Okay, so we're going to use that second pattern 2 times in the scale. And the third pattern is going to be 1 below a marked bridge, and 1 above a marked bridge. In this case, that's a G chord, B, G, and D. And we're going to use this one 3 times in our scale. So we're going to use it here for a G chord. We're going to move it up a box and use it there for our C chord. And then we're going to use it on our F sharp for our D chord. So those are the patterns that you would need. So this triangle scale, so there you go. And there's so much you can do using those same chords. You can do the rag lick, you can do line chords with the scale, and what I've found through my private students is that this will teach you how to embellish a whole lot of tunes, especially in the type of music that we play. For instance, Simple Gifts, using just these patterns that we've used. That's position 3, position 2. That's a simplified version of Simple Gifts. But my hope would be when you are playing this chord or triangle scale, that you will say to yourself as you play, this is G with a G chord, A with a D chord, B with a G chord, C with a C chord, D with a G chord, E with a C chord, F sharp with a D chord, and G with a G chord. So when you're playing Simple Gifts, G chord, another G chord, G chord, D chord, and so on and so forth. I hope this helps. See you later.